Do you remember that time a cartoon ad campaign threw an entire city into panic? It was unbelievable because people thought bombs had been planted everywhere. Here's what happened. Back in 2007, a 27-year-old freelance artist named Peter Berdowski was living in Boston. One day, he gets contacted by a guy named Sean from a New York marketing agency. Their company had been hired to promote a movie based on the show Aqua Teen Hunger Force. In that weird cartoon with the fries, the milkshake, and the talking meatball, instead of running normal TV ads, the engineers sent something strange, something that would get attention. They built small LED light boards shaped like one of the show's characters, the Moonanite, flashing and holding up its middle finger. The plan was to stick these blinking signs in random public spots across major cities. They rolled them out in 9 cities, including Los Angeles and Chicago. Boston was next. Sean told Berdowski he had about 40 of these devices and needed them installed around the city. The pay was $300. Easy money. Berdowski brought in his friend Sean Stevens to help. They wired the LED boards, loaded them with batteries, and started placing them everywhere. Subway stations, bridges, highways, overpasses, anywhere heavy foot traffic. Then they went home. A few days passed. No buzz, no headlines. It seemed like nobody even noticed. Then someone did. A commuter at a subway station spotted one of the blinking boards. He saw the batteries, the wiring. A strange 8-bit character stuck to the wall, flipping people off. He had no idea it was from a cartoon. In a post-9/11 world, it didn't look like art. It looked suspicious. He called the police. An officer showed up and couldn't figure out what it was either. A bomb squad was called. They treated it as a possible explosive device. People were evacuated. The area was locked down. Eventually, they used a water cannon to disable it, which is standard procedure for suspected bombs. It turned out not to be a bomb, but they still didn't know what it was. And more calls came in. Remember, there were 40 of these things scattered across Boston. Police rushed to multiple locations. News stations began reporting a possible coordinated bomb threat. Roads were shut down. A highway closed. Even part of the river was restricted. The city was on edge. Meanwhile, Berdowski was at home watching the news. When he realized the bombs were actually the LED boards he installed, he called the marketing agency. They told him not to say anything and that they'd handle it. They didn't. The hours passed. The city stayed in crisis mode. Officials had no idea who planted the devices. It genuinely looked like a terrorist scare. Then a younger police officer recognized the character. He'd seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force before. He connected the dots. This wasn't terrorism. It was a marketing stunt gone very wrong. The emergency response was called off. The Cartoon Network company, Turner Broadcasting, issued a public apology. But by then, Boston officials were furious. In a city still sensitive after 9/11, someone had placed battery-powered devices with wires all over bridges and transit systems. Police tracked down Berdowski and Stevens. Both were arrested and charged with placing hoax devices that caused public panic along with disorderly conduct. They pleaded not guilty at first. And here's the wild part. They didn't seem to take it seriously. During a press conference, instead of answering questions about the bomb scare, they started talking about 1970s hairstyles. It came off like they thought the whole thing was a joke. Eventually, both accepted plea deals and were sentenced to community service. Turner Broadcasting and the ad agency agreed to pay Boston $2 million to cover the city's costs. Not long after, the CEO of Cartoon Network resigned over the incident. All of this over a cartoon character made of blinking LEDs.